Alright folks, so welcome back to SnowRunner, my speedrun. This is version 2, where I'm doing things a little bit differently than I did it in the first version. First off, I'm not recovering to the garage. And secondly, all of my downloaded vehicles, I took them over to Lake Cove and left them because I'm not using downloaded vehicles. I'm using only the vehicles that anybody can get in the game. And it looks like my stream isn't working, so it's recording because I can see the time up in the upper left hand corner, but it's not showing me the stream on the computer. Just started doing that recently, I don't know why. Guess I have to look it up on the old YouTube, figure out what I'm doing wrong. There we go. And I'm going to need you and I just thought these have to be done in order too. And accept it. Start tracking. So the metal beams and the concrete slabs first. So here's my metal beams. Concrete slabs are just over the hill that way. And they are on a big trailer with, I think, another set of metal beams. So it's not going to allow me to drop off my concrete blocks yet until I do the beams and the slab. Already got you. Which means I will have to be careful because I do not have a crane on here. And yeah, it won't let me drop them off. So I need these for the second part of it. Let's go get the rest of our load. So if you didn't watch the last video, what I'm doing, I'm still not completed with Black River, but I need some upgrades. And I need the P12. Uh-oh. Okay, don't know what happened there, but the game just quit on me. That's 2 errors in 2 videos. That is odd. Normally the game has played very well for me since I've had it. And I've had very few issues whatsoever with the game. This is probably the 3rd time since I've started playing it that it's just quit on me. Hopefully it didn't mess up my mission. I'm still on Drummond Island. Yeah, so if you haven't watched the last episode, go check it out. Day 7. Okay. So I didn't lose too much. Oh, yes I did. I lost a lot here. What time of day is it? Oh. So it started me back over at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I got a couple of free hours out of this. Alright, so as I was saying in the last episode, I went down to the Smithville Bridge Dam, or Smithville Dam Bridge, and yeah, that's not the way I want to go. When I went down there to accept the mission, I had a load of wood on this truck. And when I went to accept the mission, it recovered me back to the garage with the load still on the truck. And I meant to test that with the other truck to see if I could recover back to the garage with a load on it, because I've never been able to do that before. Stick. Oh, really? There we go. It sunk. And now another one. You don't need to let go of me. Got things to do. I ain't got time for this. But yeah, that was really weird. It just recovered me back to the garage with the load still attached, and I left the garage, load still on it, and made the delivery. And in this episode, the game just shut down on me. Weird. Uh-oh. Don't dig in too deep. So here we should have the concrete slab and the other metal beam that I need. And that's what's there. Excellent. The developers really wanted to make this game harder. One of the things they could do is these trailers that are always here, put them in different spots, move the upgrades around, and you wouldn't actually really need to move the upgrade locations. Keep the same locations, but every time you start a new playthrough, the upgrades switch around, so you never know exactly where the upgrade is that you're looking for. Come on. I'm going to get your gears next. Gotta have the SnowRunner gears. the only upgrade I can get for these 2 Russian trucks that I have without going to Russia. I think. I might be wrong in that. Might be a couple of other upgrades that I can use. Serpentine. There we go. Getting grip now. Come on, Tega, you can do it. Sometimes you have to talk nice to the trucks. Used to mess with my daughter when she was younger. I would get out of a vehicle, and when I locked it up, I'd rub my hand on the top of the vehicle and say, "Good car, good truck." And she asked me why I did that. I said, "Because you've never seen Maximum Overdrive." It's a movie I saw when I was a kid. It scared the crap out of me. Vehicles come to life, started killing people. I told her that I want to remain on good terms with every vehicle that I drive in case they do come to life. They'll know that I was nice to them. And I wouldn't let her watch the movie because she was younger. Now that she's older, she just doesn't care. I think next time she's home, I'll sit her down and we'll watch that movie. Up, back it up. I gotta go over here. Alright, so concrete slab. Build my bridge. And then the other 2 parts I need. Alright, another good... Oh, I only need 1. I thought it was 2. Oh well, doesn't hurt me. So let's go back to, because I'm pretty much done over here now with what I was going to do. I can't get over here to the P16 until I build a couple of bridges. So in order to do that, I have to come in this way. So let's go over to our global map. Back to Smithfield Dam. And I will have to go in and get the low saddle. But first, I want to try something. As soon as it loads in. So what I want to try, I want to come over here and get a cargo. And I know I said that there are no recoveries to the garage, but this is an experiment, so it doesn't count. And I want to see if I can recover to the garage with the load on the truck. To see if what happened in the last video was a fluke. Ooh. It wasn't good. Turn, truck. So might as well get 2 of them. Okay, so first let's see if we can recover it. Cargo will be lost if you wish to continue. Okay. Ah, but you can go in a garage with the load on now. Ah. Interesting. I know I tried that when the game first came out in my first playthrough, and you couldn't do that. So I don't know when that changed. But I didn't need that cargo. What I need is a low saddle. And it was level 9 for tires. Yep. So I have no idea when that changed, because I've never tried it again since it wouldn't let me do it in the beginning of the game. And I'm gonna need the Chevy. And I believe I can do mud tires now. .38s. What happened? There we go. It wouldn't let me select anything for a second. Come along with me. So right now I'm heading over to Island Lake. While I'm over there, ooh, I just thought of something. No, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I need to get the sawmill revival, so that I can, and everything I need for that is over there on a trailer. So I need to get that, to get the sawmill open so I can get the wood to build the other two bridges so that I have an easier way to get around. But before I do that, I need to go do two other missions. I need the maintenance trailer that's out that way. So once I have it, did I put, yeah, okay, I got the maintenance parts in there. Once I have it, then I'll hit the GMC on the way back, fix it up, complete that mission, take the maintenance trailer over to the twin steer, fix it up, take the fuel over, fuel up the twin steer, and then the twin steer should be mine. So I can eventually drive it back to the garage and sell it to buy the P12. But then I will head over to Drummond Island with this truck. And I have to pick up 4 wood over there to fix 2 bridges. That way the P16, once I pick it up, can drive over to the construction rig trailer and bring it back, since P16 has to come back to this garage. Complicated, I know. In my brain, it works perfectly. And once I get the P16 back with the construction rig trailer, I'll park it, get the twin steer back, sell it for the P12, and then I can go over to Black River and finish up all those missions over there. Slow down. Haha, come through here without hitting a tree. I usually hit one of those 2 trees. Every time I come through here, I forget they're there. And I forget that the turn is so sharp. So I carry way too much speed. We got an upgrade on the right. If I am not mistaken, that is for the Scout. Race suspension for Scout 800, yeah. Which is something I'm not going to use, because that just makes it way too top heavy and tippy. It's already tippy enough. Back over here on the road. There's supposed to be a wolf over here, but damned if I can find it. It's right over in here somewhere. And leave you here for a second. So we have another truck to get. Where'd you go? There you are. A free truck. Unfortunately, it's broke down. Hey, I've been promoted 8. It's broke down and I'll have to tow it out of here. But that will give me enough money to get the Lodestar. Whoa, phased through that tree. Not through that one. Or that one. Path again. And we'll go up here and visit the other Wolfie that I do know where he's at. Because I see him every time. Evidently, there's a lot of places where you can see wolves. But I have only seen the one. So to do the lumber mill revival, I also need a trailer that's up here. So I'll go ahead and pick it up. Still good on gas. There you are. So these trailers, the one on my right is discoverable and belongs to me with the load. The one on the left is the mission trailer. So you will not, let me go ahead and accept that. See if I can get this out of here without tipping it over. Hit those rocks back there wrong once and actually flip the trailer over. There's Mr. Wolfie, up there in the road. Runs away before I get too close to him. Alright, you stay there. Now I need the maintenance trailer so that I can do the twin steer. Should still be good on gas. Almost missed my turn. Only complaints I have about this truck is the turning radius is not very good. It's not bad, but there are a lot of trucks that turn better. Mr. GMC, I'll be back for you in a moment. Scenic route over here because it's a lot better than the road. And you can see the maintenance trailer in the distance. And I'll pick up this mission while I'm here. Get turned around first. Yep, that was bad. Turning radius again. So the reason that I went bobtail over here instead of using a cargo trailer on the back is because the trailer that I need to pick up to do the sawmill revival or lumber mill revival is on a semi-trailer. Come on, stay with me. Accept it, start tracking, and we'll go repair the truck. Make sure I don't repair the Voron. Dang it, I repaired the Voron. I didn't want to do that. Luckily there was not much damage to it, because it takes a lot to repair the twin steer. Don't you tip. Whoa. Nope, around the outside of the tree. There we go. Come on, power down. Traction. Good truck. Yeah, I'll turn it around when I get over there. And then I have to come back over and get the Chevy in a bit, because I'll need the Chevy for a couple of upgrades. But right now it's twin steer time. Do 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 do. Don't know if you can hear a motorcycle going up the road as fast as he can get it going. And we'll clear the telephone pole. So the twin steer's out this way. There's also a watchtower out this way and an upgrade. All of them not too far from each other. Got to move the camera back a little bit. Come on. And our watchtower. And our upgrade location. Up up in here somewhere, and no country for old truck. The Cowboy Cadillac is where we're heading now. So hopefully there's enough repair points left in here. I do carry 50 on the Chevy. One of the reasons I wanted to bring the Chevy over. I know it's heavier with those repair points in it and doesn't run as well, but I figured I might need those points. Start getting you turned around. Show my task, accept it, track it, and repair. Oh, nope, not the boron. Need 608. Oh yeah, I got plenty of points. Alright, so now all I need is the fuel. And I know where there's a fuel tanker nearby. First, I'm going to tow this repair trailer out of here. Because every time I've done this mission, probably in probably 5 different playthroughs, I have left the fuel tanker and the maintenance trailer out here and have had to come back out and get them, and that takes time. So since I've got to come back this way anyway, I'll just pull it back with me. I don't know why it's going so slow. Lights on there. You're pulling a lighter trailer, you should be going faster. Somebody just asked me in the Twitch if I want to become famous. Nope. Sure don't. Scammers. So I think this trailer got heavier since I took a lot of weight off of it. Come on. Shortcut. Oop. And you can sit right over here. If I can get through without hitting trees. And repair. And I need a fuel tanker now. I actually need 2 fuel tankers. One is right up here. I need to pull it out since I've got a low saddle. and the other one is down this road that I need to take over to the twin steer to fill it up, and then the twin steer belongs to me. Discoverable trailer, which means it belongs to me, and all of the fuel in it is mine. So somebody made a comment one time. They were watching a game. I guess it was one of the first times they'd seen it, and they said, well, if you get to keep the trailers and the trucks that you find, isn't that like stealing? And I got to thinking, yeah, that is kind of almost like stealing. So I had to come up with a reason that I can do this. And what I came up with was another company was hired to do this. They were paid in advance. They moved stuff out here and then just didn't do any of it and ran off with the money. So the local judge confiscated everything, and that's part of the reason why I don't get any money in advance. I have to do each mission and get paid for it, so I don't run away. But the local judge said that anything the other company left behind belongs to me. So see, it's not stealing. Sometimes I have way too much time on my hands. Today was not one of those days, though. I worked my butt off today at work. Alright, and you sit here after I refuel. I will use you again. Don't tip. Had it tip over once. That's why I like putting it next to the telephone pole, because if it tips over, it won't tip over all the way. Alright, so I have another fuel tanker, so I can go out and get the twin steer. Because not only did it need repairs, it needs 96 gallons in gas. So eventually I will buy the twin steer back, because I do like the twin steer. And I found it very useful over on Alaska. But at this stage in the game, I need the money more than I need that truck. Almost missed my turn off. And there's my tanker. It's a freebie. And it's full of gas. There's only one tanker in the game that I have found so far that is not full of gas. And it is over in Alaska. So it's a big old fuel tanker, the semi one. And when you discover it, and you try to get fuel out of it, it doesn't have much in it. So I don't know the story behind it, if it's the way it's supposed to be in the game, or if it's just something that was an error and they just never fixed it. Drive off the road a little bit, see if I can get a little more traction. And it seemed to work. So I did try to drive the twin steer over here at one point, and it didn't do very well. The mud is just too much for it without any upgrades. And once I upgraded it, I never did bring it back over here. And I guess I'm tearing the ground up pretty good, is why I'm not making much progress compared to the first time I went through here. Let's try another shortcut. I've already done the observation. This would be so much easier if I already had the SnowRunner gears. Because the low gear is just too slow. Sorry about your mailbox. Oh, I went out here too far. You go out there too far away from the yellow box, it gets really sinky muddy. Alright, so let's see if this works. Yes, it worked. I had one time when it didn't work. In my hardcore playthrough, I came out here, I did all of this, and it still would not give me the truck. It was fully fueled, fully repaired, and wouldn't allow me to have the truck. So I actually had to restart the mission, which means I had to come out with repairs again and fuel again, and then it gave it to me. I have a side mission over here on my left. I got an upgrade to get. I don't think it's one I need right now, but I don't want to leave any upgrades behind. There it is. I went too far. But it might be one I need. I remember where most of the upgrades are. I just don't remember what they are. And I need to go through here. Excuse me, trees. So the 5.0 engine for the Scout and the Apache F750. So yeah, it's not one that I need. But I got it anyway. Should have enough power to back out of here. And run into my trailer. So let's check out our twin steer. Oh, I forgot it's stuck in the mud. Whoa. Alright, let's try from the back. And it's not going to reach. So let's try it from the side. Well, poop, forgot about that. Not only was it broken and out of gas, it was stuck in the mud. Which might explain why it was broken and out of gas. I've got to drive this monster all the way back to the garage. And it will probably need an escort to help it through the mud. Now, once you upgrade the wheels, the tires, and put a few other upgrades on it, it does pretty good. But when you go to a Mondra and Let's stay out of that. When you go to a Mondra and you get the all-wheel drive upgrade, and this truck is pretty good. But you do not want to use it for... I was not going to show them. Yeah, it will. So you do not want to use it when you do cargo from the ship mission. When you go over there, you get that cargo. I tried that in my hardcore mode because I had sold off all of my trailers when I left Michigan. So this was the only vehicle I had that could haul the containers. And I flipped this vehicle over 6 times in probably a span of a ½ mile stretch of the road. Because it does not do well with big, tall cargo on it. Tips over fairly easily. But if you got smaller cargo, it does pretty good. Again, once it's fully upgraded. Now I put chain tires on it when I used it in Alaska, because in the hardcore mode I wasn't allowed to sell any vehicles, and it did fairly decent in the snow as long as you didn't drive in any big snowbanks. It did pretty good. So I'll put this on the other side of the tunnel and pick up my Chevy and bring it back. Because we need to fix 2 bridges and a lumber mill. And then head off to Drummond Island so we can get the 16. And all of that will be in the next episode. Because it's getting ready to be morning time here in SnowRunner land. Park you here. And Chevy. And we get to see Wolfie again. Hello, Wolfie. If you don't know who Wolfie is, that's a reference to the one of the other games I played, The Long Dark. There was a dam, or there is a dam in that game, and when the game first came out, one of the things you had to do to go into the dam, or once you got in the dam, was there was a wolf lurking inside the dam. So you either had to avoid it or kill it. And everybody called the wolf Wolfie. Hello, Mr. Bridge. Hunter Bob's Bridge. I think I will accept it. And we need to get the Voron, get that tanker back here. And then I will need to pick up the flatbed trailer, the semi-trailer, and get the lumber mill up and running. So that I can do the lumber for that particular bridge. And I think I have sufficiently tore the ground up. Luckily, I don't have to come back out this way. There is a scout fuel carrier about that way, but I'm not going to come back out this road to get it. I'll get it from the other side. Now you should be skinny enough to go through here. Had a co-worker, she posted on Facebook, she video, and you can't see anything but it's just for sound, of a bird that she said she was hearing for the first time. She lives out on a farm, and she had no idea what the bird was and was asking people if they knew what the bird was. And the first time I listened to it, all I heard was crickets. So I replied to her, it's not a bird, it's crickets. So next time I see her, I'm probably going to get punched. Oh, that's right. I know what's going on now. I'm wondering why the video is going so long. And that's because in the beginning I ran a mission and then the game cut off on me. So I had to restart the game, and it started at like 5:18 when it should have been like 9 o'clock. Game time. So a little bit extra on the video. And what I'm doing now, I'm going to go ahead and sell this trailer because I do not need this trailer anymore. I have that big tanker. And there are 2 more, I want to say, of these. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 more of these tankers on this map. And there is 2 more scout fuel carriers on this map. So plenty of fuel on this map. I do not need this tanker. Up 3 scout fuel carriers. I forgot about that one. So we will go over here and we will get this semi-trailer, which has everything on it we need to fix Hunter Bob's bridge. Problem is I have to fix it from the other side, not this side of the bridge, so I've got to do some driving. Well, I'm not doing driving. Bob is doing the driving. So if you don't know who Bob is, that's Bob. Say hi, Bob. Oop. There we go. That's Bob. He's a trucker. And no, I'm sorry, this is not the stuff for the bridge, this is the stuff for the lumber mill revival, so that we can get the lumber for the bridge. And the lumber mill is on the other side of the bridge. And that coincidentally is where we have to be in order to accept the mission and drop off the loads. Come on. I hate driving down this little road. Normally I just go back the other way and go by the trailer store. Takes a little bit longer, or it's a little bit further, but it's also faster. You don't have to deal with all this mud. And for reference, that is the road right there that went to the trailer store. Alright, so it is game time 6:26, which means this is the beginning of day number 9, and I'm going to call it the end of my day because I've had a very long day, and I am off the next 5 days. Yay for me. So I will be able to do more streaming and put more videos up on YouTube. So for those of you that watch on Twitch, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. And for those of you watching on YouTube, same thing. And leave me some comments. Let me know how I'm doing. What can I do to do better? And if you've watched both of these speed runs, let me know which one you like better. The first one, that I'm halfway through Alaska now, where I can recover to the garage and basically do anything I want to. Or this one, where I have some rules to go by, can't recover to the garage. And that's the one I'm going to continue on. Whichever one y'all think is more fun to watch. And I will see you in the next video. So until then, have a good one.